Hello, I'm Anne Munro and I'm a sheep farmer and a director on WoolCo. I'm a sheep farmer just like you, and just like a number of you, my husband and I are sheep farming survivors of the 1980s. Now when I think about my time in sheep farming, there are three defining moments. The first one being way back in the late 1980s when our work shoes had no value. As young farmers starting out, that was an unpalatable situation to be in. So the only way we could see around that was to slaughter those ewes on farm and take the skins down on a trailer to our local wool merchant and earn $2.50 a skin. To me at the time, that was just an awful thing to do, and I thought there must be much more to sheep farming than this. The second defining moment is those years where neither meat or wool were bringing fantastic returns. Those years Philip and I chose to actually spend in the wool shed. Our rationale was that actually if we were in the wool shed we were earning some money, and if we weren't outside we weren't spending the money. From then on, over the next decade or so, we thought about the best way to actually make our farming businesses work. So we put systems in place, we built relationships, and for us personally, farming with contracts was the way for Philip and I to do our business. So by 2006, we had developed a really good relationship with a New Zealand wool exporting company, to the point that we were in a privileged position being the exclusive suppliers of wool from our farm to the felt makers of the tennis balls used in the US Tennis Open of 2006. It was much greater than Philip and I could actually handle as a contract on our own account, and we saw this as an opportunity for the New Zealand crossbred wool to be identified as New Zealand wool covering the tennis balls of the US Open. Now my defining moment is not that, even though it was a tremendous thing. It was the following year when a fellow New Zealand wool exporting company undercut that contract to the tune of 28 cents US a kilogram. We lost that contract and lost that wonderful opportunity for not only us but for a lot of other New Zealand crossbred wool growers. This is a nonsense, and this sort of thing has to stop. And what the New Zealand crossbred wool industry needs right now is a strong, efficient, farmer-owned, vertically integrated core business. And so, why am I here talking to you? I was approached to be the independent director on WoolCo, and after doing due diligence, I saw that if we could just get over our apathy, our confusion, our historic baggage, and actually thought about the vision going forward, what a wonderful opportunity this was for the New Zealand sheep farmer and their way forward for wool. We have an opportunity here to actually consolidate, to actually protect ourselves from a monopoly takeover, and actually think about the future and how we actually want to leave the future for the next generation, to attract them and those young farmers back into the sheep farming industry.